I'm Tony Gronowicz. I'm running for 7th Congressional District in Queens against Joe Crowley, who is the incumbent, who is the head of the Democratic Leadership Council, who voted for the war in Iraq and has done nothing for the community, as usual. And I have a very concise and precise campaign. I believe in the five-fingered exercise: jobs, education, housing, healthcare, and the environment. Together spells fist, power to the people. That's it. It's very simple. How are we going to finance it? By going back to the tax system that we had in the 1970s, where the richest percent in this state, for instance, paid 15% income in taxes. Today it is around 6 to 7%. I want to restore the stock transfer tax. We can raise billions this way, and we needn't inflict the kind of pain on average working families who constitute the 99% who are getting screwed by this economy, because the 1% is very unpatriotic. They are sending the jobs overseas. They are outsourcing, and then they are downsizing, because we are in the computer age, where it doesn't require that many people in this country to perform tasks that were performed by many more people years ago. And then there is the question of environmental degradation, recycling. We need also to go into solar power, non-fossil burning fuel energy, which means solar, wind, and wave. We can get our energy from the sun. We have the technology to do this on a cloudy day, let alone on a sunny day. And it's not being done because the dynasties in this country who have made their fabulous wealth off of burning fossil fuels, the Rockefellers, the Cheneys, the Bushes, the Kochs, and yes, Al Gore. Al Gore's fortune came from oil. When his father retired from the Senate in 1980, he was put on the payroll as an energy consultant by none other than Armand Hammer, who was head of Occidental Petroleum, which is why we're in Colombia, because Occidental has huge holdings in Colombia. So it's connected to the foreign policy. And Gore is all talk, as all of these guys, talk and no action. We need to address the needs of the 99%. So power to the people, occupy the 1%, make the 1% part of the 99%. They've set themselves off from the rest of the people financially, socially, and every other way. And everyone is hurting. The average person is hurting, I should say, not everyone. They have benefited like never before. Never before has the 1% have such a concentration of assets as they do today, while the rest of the people are suffering. Companies don't want to come here. They don't want to come to the U.S. They don't want to come to New York State because they have to pay for health care. In Canada, they'd rather go because the government pays for health care. So obviously, for them, it's cheaper to go to Canada. And public education system, the reason why the mayor and his cronies are going after and destroying public schools and getting into charter schools, they want to bust the union. The same thing with the post office, powerful union. The last time the military was used against a strike in this country was 1970. They want to bust the postal union. They want to bust the teachers' unions. They want to bust all the unions. An Occupy movement was a historic watershed moment, September 17th, because it has led to a marriage between the unions and the Occupy movement, and all the contract settlements since September 17th have been better than zeros, better than the ones signed before. So this is a long struggle, and this is the final struggle, because if the 60s is a wave, what's coming is a tsunami.